Okay, so big breaking news. So the Roblox Chief Safety Officer, Matt Kaufman, this guy right here, he did a whole-on interview about the Roblox age verification stuff, the chat bans, everything, moderation, AI, and we're going to read through this. I'm live right now, and we're going to see what he said, and we're going to see what we think, okay? So let's start off with the first interview question he had here, which is this one. Okay. Why does Roblox safety features take so long? This is what he said. He said, the reality is technology takes time. When we launched age estimation, we started the rollout in December. The reaction we got was, oh, this is in response to some law that just went into effect. Well, if you're paying attention, we launched the first version of it in the summer. We're going as fast as we can. When you launch something to 150 million users per day and you're thinking about accuracy, how to manage customer support, how it scales, whether it's reliable, et cetera, all of those things take time. So basically, Roblox is saying that this was their decision. It's not because of some law or anything. They just think it's a good idea, and they did it. Okay, well, I mean, sure. Okay, I mean, W or L comment, I guess. And once I read something, leave a comment in the chat. W or L, what do you guys think about that? I mean, sure. Okay, let's see what else he said. Matt Kaufman on moderation accuracy. Running at our scale means that if you have a system that only works 99% of the time, that 1% when it doesn't work, when you're talking about billions of messages going back and forth every day between tens of millions of users, 1% is a big number. It's just a human nature thing. People see something, they see one example. Oh, I saw this amazing thing working once, so by definition it scales. It's just by human nature. You want to believe that's true, but it's not always true. I have no idea what he's yapping about. I have no idea what that means. But I do agree that Roblox moderation can't just work 99% of the time. It has to work 99.99999% of the time. Sure, okay. Roblox Matt Kaufman in response to the lawsuits. We appreciate the fact that people care and think that the measures we take for safety are important. Let me zoom in a little bit more. They want to understand exactly what we're doing and how our systems work. They want to understand when systems, we already talked about having a system that's 100% foolproof. That's a very difficult thing to achieve in the real world. People want to know why. Over the last 18 months, it's forced us to do a much better job of talking to the press and policymakers about what we're doing. Yeah, because they got sued. Okay. Over the last 18 months, let's see. I'll admit that looking back a year and a half ago, we were very quiet about safety. You mentioned it when we first started talking. Most companies don't talk about safety stuff. That's the place we started from. It's definitely not where we are today. We're much more proactive about explaining what we're doing. Way more transparent. I will say I do think Roblox is way more transparent now. Even though we don't really necessarily agree with what they're doing, they are way more transparent. I agree with that. Here they are talking about AI. There are two ways of looking at it. As a technology optimist, I would say yes. Oh my God, wait. In response to if AI can improve and cover all moderation. So like all moderation would be covered by AI. What? He says, yes, it's within reach. As somebody who leads safety for a large online platform, I would say it's naive to think it's that close though. The reason why it's naive to think it's that close is because even safety measures, every safety measure you take, you're working on a live organic system. There are all these people in that system. You take a safety measure to, say, block a certain type of behavior or detect a new pattern. Here we go. A great example is maybe we say that in chat that you can't post URLs. You can't say meet me on Discord or meet me on Snapchat. We can make that a rule, but then instead of passing URLs, people just start talking about the Ghost app or the Blue app. They start spelling things backwards or using Morse code. That Roblox knows that people are using Morse code. Oh, shoot. All these different things. We live in a very dynamic environment. When we think about AI getting better and doing more, the community also changes in response to that. It requires a constant investment to maintain even the current levels of safety. We have to constantly invest, and to advance safety to a new level, we have to invest even more. Dang. Okay. When we're talking about the safety of kids and teens in particular, you really can't have that conversation unless you talk about safety across all the applications those kids and teens use. It's not enough for Roblox to just do one thing. It's not enough for a social network to do something else. There has to be some coordination, some minimum bar we expect all companies to clear when you involve kids and teens. The reality is kids are jumping from platform to platform. That's normal. I have 2 kids who have grown up online. It's just what they do. That's also driven us to be much more vocal about what we do on the safety front. We want to set an example that others can follow. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. People are just going to Discord if they can't talk on Roblox. I agree with that. Although, I'm going to be honest, it kind of felt like he said a whole lot of nothing right there. I'm going to be honest with you. It kind of felt like he said a whole lot of nothing. Let me look at the article and see if he said anything on the article. Let's see here. Let me read the article here and see if he said anything here, because it kind of sounded like he just said a whole lot of nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll read the rest of this later. It seems like there's a whole lot of yapping without a whole lot of substance. So I'll look at that later. Let me pull up the video that we were going to watch, which is, let's see here. See if I can find it.